family and friends.
So since our last postcard from El Nido, we've made our way to Panglao Island. Monday was a long traveling day for us. We took a plane,
A ferry.
and a car.
Almost like planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah. So we started with an early flight from El Nido on the island of Palawan. We flew to Cebu Island, about an hour and 40 minutes.
Flight, yeah.
And then we hopped on a 2-hour ferry.
After a 2-hour wait at the port.
At the port, yeah, we took a 2-hour ferry to Bohol Island, and then from there we took a private car to Panglao, a tiny island connected to Bohol by 2 bridges at the southwestern tip.
Very tiny island.
Very tiny.
So, as we said, Panglao Island is known for its world-class diving and snorkeling, which we do neither of those two. I've done some snorkeling. And also a very famous Alona Beach, which is absolutely beautiful, especially near the resorts. And we're very close to Alona Beach. Our hotel where we are right now, we're just outside of the town here, about 10-minute walk, but it's perfect. It's so quiet out here, very peaceful. It's only 10 cottages, individual cottages that are centered around a beautiful pool that they meticulously clean every day. But it's so quiet except for the birds chirping. Right now it's 7 in the morning, and which is why we have no sunglasses on right now. But it is beautiful out here. And
yeah, it is.
It is beautiful.
It's very quiet.
And we've been sleeping so well. The hotel staff here has been over the top, helpful and amazing. Typical Philippine, welcoming, helpful, sweet. And I just want to give a special thank you to April and Trina, who's helped us a lot with our internet issues. But anyway, appreciate that.
So one highlight for us was visiting the Bohol bee farm. It's actually started as a bee farm, and during the pandemic they shifted away from beekeeping and turned it into an organic farm. So there's a very nice restaurant there. Everything is farm to table, and then they also have this famous Buzz ice cream, which is made with natural ingredients and coconut milk
instead of regular cow milk.
Right, so there's no dairy in it, and it's just so good.
And I was very skeptical, but it tastes great.
Delicious.
Beautiful. Yeah. And of course, we had to stop by Jollibee. Jollibee, it's not just fast food here, it is a whole Filipino experience based on chicken. Now, if they're just starting to open up in the U.S., a lot of Americans hadn't heard of it. But it started as a small ice cream shop back in 1975. And now it's the biggest fast food chain in the Philippines, even bigger than McDonald's. And Mickey D is everywhere here. But the food is made for local tastes. Filipinos like their food a little bit sweeter than Americans, but it's very flavorful, and it's always served with rice. Of course, they eat everything with rice, and Tran and I love that because we love rice. But we tried, the other night, we tried their famous crispy chicken with rice, again, always with rice. And both our meals, including drinks, came to $3.65.
Yeah, chicken, rice, and a Coke.
Very, very cheap, crazy cheap.
Yeah, exactly. I first thought that, they had made a mistake, but that's the price.
Yep.
So we've actually seen Jollibee all over. I mean, Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, even back home in Texas near Frisco. But we waited to try it for the first time here in the Philippines. And then after our chicken dinner, we had dessert. We went to a place called Ice Flakes.
Oh my God, so good.
Yeah, so it's our new addiction. We had mango coconut, strawberry coconut snow ice. It's kind of like Filipino shaved ice, but it's so much better.
Almost like Hawaiian shave ice. And didn't they say it started in Taiwan?
It's a Filipino version, yeah.
Started in Taiwan?
I don't know where it was started, but it was just so good, very light, fresh, and made from real fruit. So honestly, it tasted like ice cream to us, but just
we actually went back last night just to double check that we liked it.
Fluffy and kind of like very soft, kind of like a snow on yeah, in a bowl, but
And-
so much better.
And we're hoping it has no calories.
Well.
We're not sure. But yesterday we took a Bohol Countryside Tour. We went with a driver and a tour guide, and we got lucky. It was just us and one other sweet Filipino couple, Mario and RM.
Yeah.
Very sweet. We enjoyed chatting with them. So it was like a private tour for just the four of us. But we visited the Chocolate Hills. That's the thing you do when you come to Bohol. There are a total of 1,776 perfectly shaped cone-like hills spread across the landscape. It is the most surreal thing. You'll see
Yeah.
photos and videos of it in a moment. But the hills these can be up to 400 meters high.
Yeah, so they're hills.
They're pretty big, but they're green most of the year. But during the dry season, which it is starting to become now, they turn brown, which makes them look like giant Hershey's chocolate drops. And it is the most bizarre thing ever.
That's why they're called chocolate hills.
Yeah, Chocolate Hills. But then next we went to the Tarsier Sanctuary, and I'm probably mispronouncing that. I think it's a French word, but we saw one of the smallest, or the smallest, primates in the world. They have huge, huge eyes,
Yeah.
tiny bodies, and they're nocturnal. Apparently, their eyes are bigger than their brain.
Right.
But
Looks very strange.
we have photos of them too. They're tiny, and they stay in the trees their whole life.
They sleep during the day, so they didn't move at all.
And they jump
while
from
we
tree
were-
to tree. Yeah, they were totally asleep. You had to be quiet
Yeah.
when we saw them. But back in the 1960s, they were very common here in the Philippines. But now only about 1,000 survive in the wild due to
So they're protected.
habitat loss and poachings. But they're very protected.
Yeah.
And we learned that they're also in parts of
Indonesia,
Indonesia, and Malaysia,
Yeah.
but very few of them.
Yeah. But the best part of the day actually for us was the Lobok River Cruise.
That was so
Right.
much fun. And you'll see videos of that
Yeah,
too.
we had a traditional Filipino lunch as we're cruising down the river, and then we watch live performances.
By two Filipino singers and guitar.
Beautiful song.
Beautiful.
Beautiful voice, and just like
They sang
very
Johnny
talented.
Cash songs, ABBA songs, John Denver songs beautifully.
Yeah, and then on the stage next to us, another boat. There was a group of kids that were
Traditional
performing
live.
a folk dance.
A lot
It
of
was just
fun.
so we were just really, the boat cruise was just over the top. We loved it. It
And
was just so
again,
much fun.
We're still loving
Yeah.
Philippines. But
And we also stopped by one of the oldest churches in Bohol, Baclayon.
Mm-hmm.
Baclayon is a Catholic church that was built in 1595
by the Spanish, when the Spanish were
there was
here.
a mass in progress, so unfortunately we didn't get to see a lot of the inside, but just from what we
we
saw.
couldn't walk inside.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But overall, yesterday was a great day, a tremendous day. We have a couple more days here in Panglao to explore more of the island. Very chill. And then we're heading to Siquijor, which is another tiny island, even smaller, about an hour ferry ride from here. So we're doing planes and no trains, but ferries and cars and vans over the Philippines. But Siquijor is known as the mystical island because it's just traditions of healing and witchcraft.
Yeah.
And we don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah. So next Friday's postcard will be from Siquijor. Our resort is directly on the beach, right, Scott?
Around the beach.
So we can't wait to share more adventures that we experience with you next week.
So I guess we're picking up on a theme here, beach,
Yeah,
Philippines
beach.
beach. But all right, until then, we'll keep following the sun. Bye, everybody.
Bye.